We'll start you with a look outside to the Berg and to OKC.
Oh.
Not bad,
Not too
Damien.
bad.
Not a bad start to our Saturday, though these are two areas that we are tracking some action here for today.
That's
or
right.
at least through the weekend.
At least, yes, as we head near Labor Day weekend. And after widespread showers and storms, we're finally, Bree, starting to turn that corner.
A weekend cold front will bring rain and milder weather just in time for Labor Day.
We'll have those stories and more coming up. AccuWeather Weekend starts right now.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here on AccuWeather Weekend. I'm Bree Guy.
And I'm Damian Lotus. Happy Saturday, everyone.
Happy Saturday. I know it's a long weekend for a lot of folks out there, so I hope you're having a great start to the holiday weekend. Grill a hot dog for me on the grill if you can. Let's take you right out to satellite and radar. We do have a few features that we're tracking that could put a little bit of a damper there on your weekend plans, though not a washout in some areas, which is the good news.
Yes, those cameras that we showed, both in Pittsburgh and Oklahoma City, starting off this morning with the wet start. Oklahoma City, that rainfall is slowly starting to taper off, but Pittsburgh and the East Coast starting to see the rainfall chances pick up.
Yeah, and then further south, we do have a very wet start to our Saturday across southern Louisiana. That's where we've seen some consistent storms. That's going to be the story here as we head throughout our Saturday, so you may want to bring those plans indoors. So you'll see a whole lot of nothing there across the west.
It's going to be pretty nice here for a majority of the northern and northwestern parts of the U.S. However, across the south and the east, it will be warm, it will be steamy, and it will be stormy.
That brings us to our top story. A wide variety of weather conditions is likely to affect the northeastern United States during the first week of September. I cannot believe we're already getting into September, with locally severe thunderstorms preceding some delightful days on Monday and Tuesday.
And that slow approach of that strong front will be the main focusing point for the drenching showers and locally severe thunderstorm chances here as we head throughout the eastern states through Sunday.
The trailing front will stall over the south central and even southeast states from later this weekend into next week.
That's right. And as this occurs, moisture from both the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic, that's going to add to growing areas of showers and thunderstorms here as we head near Labor Day.
Yeah, we'll dive into where the storms will set up, starting you off in the northeast. All right, let's take you out to Philly, where we have those clouds this morning, though overall dry. We're already in the mid-70s, off to a decent start for our holiday weekend. If you are out celebrating, maybe just going for a run early this morning or just trying to walk the dog, it's not a bad day in the city of brotherly love. For your Labor Day weekend forecast, Philly, you're coming in with a high of 85. Now, we could see a few storms here as we head into Sunday, though, like we mentioned, it's not going to be a complete washout. The Big Apple, 79, rising to 82 by Sunday. A similar story to Philly, where we could pick up a few thunderstorms to end the weekend, or at least for the middle of the long weekend. And then by Monday, we dry out. 76, 74 in Boston. Washington, D.C., you're flirting with 80. And Pittsburgh, brilliant, bright sunshine on tap with a high of 73. Temperatures dropping to those Goldilocks conditions. Sunday, we are at 86, so you're going to see quite the difference here just from Sunday into Monday. Here's that front, our next weather maker, that's bringing with it that threat of severe weather. We do have that some risk that extends across central Pennsylvania and central New York State, back across the west through the Ohio Valley, Charleston, Pittsburgh State College, Syracuse. Heads up, we could deal with some heavy rain that could lead to flash flooding and hail. Those winds are going to be gusting anywhere between 50 to 60 miles per hour, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a wind report as high as 70 miles per hour with your AccuWeather local Storm Max. Keep in mind, we have a big game here in West Virginia, Penn State versus WVU. That's where we're going to be tracking, unfortunately, that chance for a few thunderstorms. Mostly going to be spread out, not necessarily uniform, but as this front shifts east, it is going to lose some of its steam, but still seeing some wet weather late tonight along that I-95 corridor closer towards the coast. We have another front right on the heels of this one, though this one not necessarily bringing with it big impacts to the northeast. mostly here across the mid-Atlantic, where we're tracking that threat for severe weather yet again, mostly in the form of flash flooding, but we could see some gusty winds as well. From Washington, D.C. to Raleigh, your accurate local storm max is at 70 miles per hour yet again. Though we're tracking more wet weather as we head into next week, the end of next week, as we're watching a low hug the coast and shoot north. That's going to be bringing with it that rain threat. Heads up, we're keeping a close eye on this one here at AccuWeather. More storms in the south central too as well, Damian.
Yes, that's right, Bree. So Saturday, Sunday, tracking isolated showers, isolated thunderstorm chances. But as we head into Labor Day, this forecast will improve some. But in the meantime, if you are getting a jump start on any of those Labor Day plans, heads up, because here for your Saturday across the southern plains, hey, scattered showers and thunderstorms here south of I-40. Now, north of this front, once the front moves through and you start to see those north winds, you're going to see clearing skies and warming conditions here for your Saturday afternoon. Last 3 hours of radar, our radar loop is showing still some heavy rain across the Gulf between the Florida Panhandle, New Orleans, and also the Texas Gulf Coast right there. Also a couple of spotty showers in West Texas, the Permian Basin, central Oklahoma, Oklahoma City right there. Even a couple isolated showers right there along the Oklahoma-Kansas border, making its way up to the north and to the northeast. Future track radar is showing that by about midday, most of the rainfall here across the southern plains will start to dissipate, even though there's still going to be some more of those rain and thunderstorm chances here across the Mississippi River Basin. However, north of the I-44 corridor, we're actually going to start to see clearing skies and lots of sunshine here for us. But as we head into the late afternoon hours, right around 5, 6 o'clock, we will start to see a redevelopment of showers and thunderstorms kicking off here for today, pretty much from St. Louis all the way down through Oklahoma City and West Texas there from Midland and Odessa. Overall, the severe threat will remain relatively low here for today, but not zero. I can't rule out the possibility of a few stray severe thunderstorm warnings being issued here as we head throughout this afternoon. By tonight, here's the snapshot. Stop the clock at midnight here, local time, central time. We will still see a few isolated shower chances here as we head into the overnight hours, but starting to clear out pretty good here to the north. But overall, there still will be cloudy skies and isolated shower chances here to start your early Sunday morning. And then by Sunday afternoon, there will be another round of showers and thunderstorms here possible across the southern plains. So we will be watching that very closely here for us, Bree. But in the meantime, it's going to take you live right now to Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, I could go for a beach trip right about now. Not horrible, but we do have the clouds. You don't see too many people out and about on the beach. Though that flag flying a little breezy, 84. The water's calm. Again, not bad along the panhandle, though just further west, that's where we have all of those storms.
Yes, I think when you said I could go for a beach vacation, that's how I feel 24/7, 365, 100%.
I just want summer to stick around.
I know, we both do.
Yeah, I'm not ready for fall. I know a lot of people are.
Yes.
So that may be a point of contention, but I want to stick with summer for a little while longer. In the southeast, it's steamy and stormy. Not a bad, or at least not a wet start to the day across the southeast, though you'll feel it.
Yeah, a little bit of lightning with those as well. So these rain chances will extend pretty much all afternoon as we head into this evening. And it's going to be humid and hot as well.
Yeah, humid, hot, temperatures in the 90s and 80s. Though by Labor Day on Monday, a lot of places looking A-OK. Charleston, you're at 87, Raleigh, 83. Though Florida, I can't say the same for you. We're still talking about some storms there in Orlando with the high of 91.
Yeah, but Atlanta, Nashville looking A-OK. Also tracking some tropical action here as we head throughout early parts of next week. Here's the setup. There's two tropical waves primarily we're watching, Bree, but it's going to be this western one as it starts to push its way to the west. Once it hits this area right here in orange highlighted, this is going to be very advantageous to any development. Yeah,
we are tracking that threat, especially as it moves into more favorable conditions closer towards the Lesser Antilles in the Caribbean. We are highlighting, or at least we're tracking this tropical wave to shoot north right through the Gulf. We're keeping a close eye on this system as we are expecting it to develop.
Yes, and it's going to be this area right here. It's very advantageous. It's definitely going to lead to more tropical development as we head into next week.
Yeah, we have plenty of weather variables that are lining up. Unfortunately, that reduced dust, we kind of liked the dust. It kept the tropics, handled, but we have this increase in moisture. We're going to be running into less wind shear. And of course, we have plenty of warmth out in the Atlantic basin.
We do.
A nice holiday weekend here in the north central states. High pressure, strong, pleasant. Overall, temperature's going to be running pretty warm, even above the historical averages for today. Though by Labor Day, you're dropping to below 74 in Chicago, though you'll have the sun. Cincinnati, picture perfect. 77 with sunshine. I don't think you can ask for anything better than that.
I honestly don't think you can. I was about to say a thing. Winds will be a little bit breezy, but overall, beautiful for Labor Day.
Travel-wise, doesn't look like we have too many problems right now, though, Damian.
Overall, we're off to a good start here for your early travel morning. As you can see, all the major airports across the U.S., no reported delays right now. We had a couple of ground stops yesterday afternoon because of those severe thunderstorms. So across the Northeast, every airport, for the most part, tracking normal right now. That's the good news. Now, across the Great Lakes, same thing. We will see a few delays possible later this afternoon. We'll bring you those updates on AccuWeather Weekend coming up.